What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Randall. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Klubnik. Plucks it out of the air. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about...
He smashes his way through again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rutherford. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
To the air, it's King. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Rutherford. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
Man, that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back deep and that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gonna look downfield again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Now they'll run the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field, finding themselves down 7. Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's King. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys, because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Patterson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Running into the open space. The defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Going right to work up top. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rutherford. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Grab near the marker is Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. Takes a shot, and they're not on the same page there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, their offense really evolve, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Haynes. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's King. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rutherford. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's King. He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Try to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Finds some fresh air. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Really nice run there by the Tiger quarterback. And, you know, even the great passers like Trevor Lawrence, remember that great run he had in the postseason against Ohio State? That's a staple of the Tiger attack.
Yeah, that was a 50-plus yard run, and they needed it the most. And that's what you've seen. When the offense doesn't have answers to a lot of other things, they always got the running quarterback. And especially in those critical situations, you see it when they get in the red zone. It's going to be a big area on 3rd down. When I need it, this QB can make things happen.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. I think it's fair to say Dabo Swinney was slow to adopt the transfer portal, yet his teams continued to win, and last year a late-season push gave them the ACC crown.
Yeah, late-season push, but here's the thing. They've got the ingredients to look like the Clemson late of old teams. They got the quarterback solidified, the receivers, the weapons. So this is a team, Jesse, it's going to be flirting with the college football playoff again. Also going to look more like the old Clemson teams to me.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see Cade Klubnik this year. I know his career up to this point has been a little bit up and down, really finished off last season strong. This is the year for him to take the next step, and if he does that, there's no question in my mind we'll see this team back in the playoff.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. They're working that left side. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Kane. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Rivers. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Randall. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll try the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's King. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Finding open areas. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Clemson! Clemson. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds a little space. Quick with the spin move. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To throw, it's King. He makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to...
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking to throw, it's King. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Rutherford. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's King. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now, and it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding an escape route. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Back to throw, it's King. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. runs for the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rivers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here's a heat. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sets up the screen. Running through contact. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead now. You know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The inside handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their left. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looking for a man. It's King. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They want to throw it.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Clemson, 31, Georgia Tech, 29.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Picks up 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Moore. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Rutherford. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's King. Got his man quickly. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got...
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's a draw. Sweet cut there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Got a man. It's Moore. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? To the air. It's Klubnik. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air, it's King. Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. Turning it on. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick catch on 3rd down. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Gives it on the option. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's King. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Got him downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Patterson. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing. Yeah,
this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.